Hello, everybody. My name is Ayo Uyanga, More Immigration Solutions. Today, I will be talking about what effect COVID-19 is having on your application or is probably having on your plans to migrate to Canada. I know quite a few numbers of people have emailed me and asked me if everything is on hold or is everything is on pause. I don't think any country can survive without immigration. So I do not believe Canada did not put immigration on hold. Things might be a bit slower than you had expected, yes, due to mailing services, social distancing. So a lot of people are now working in the office. A lot of people are working from home, and mail deliveries it's not slow, but just because no contact, so it's going to be a lot delayed compared to when everybody was able to when everything was going normally. So to answer your question, immigration is not on pause or is not on hold. Canada immigration is not on pause or is not on hold. It's still going steady, slow but steady. For express entry, like there was a draw today for provincial nominee class, and for temporary resident permits, study permits, visitors visas, and work permits, that is still going on as well, provided you don't have to have your biometrics done. If you do have to have your biometrics done and the offices are closed, of course you have to wait, or you have to find out if you're eligible to have your biometrics done at the point of entry. Please, I'm emphasizing, make sure you find out that you're eligible for biometrics at the point of entry. Otherwise, you will be denied entry. So be very careful before you up on the plane and go. Make sure that you're eligible for biometrics at the point of entry. Otherwise, you wait. If you actually require biometrics, if you submit your application online, most likely your application will not be processed until you have your biometrics done, or will not be finalized until you have your biometrics done. So just so you bear that in mind. But that did not stop. Application did not stop. But if you have your biometrics done within the last 10 years, so you already have a biometrics number in the system, you don't have to have another biometrics done for majority of the countries, I do believe. And for those students that already have their, most airports are still open. Some airports are open, some are closed. So you have to verify if you have the opportunity to come into Canada. Know what the requirements are. If you haven't submitted your application for study permits, there's a thing that I'll have you put in your letter of explanation for sure. For your study plan or for your plan on coming into Canada, make sure you state you have a place to quarantine yourself. So for those of you that are relying on staying on school campuses, which I'm most likely not sure if that will be available due to the COVID-19, so you want to make sure that you're emphasizing that you have a place that you'll be quarantining yourself for 14 days. To make sure that you do not have the symptoms, or you're not affected by the COVID-19, or you're not positive for the COVID-19. So make sure that is in your letter of explanation. Be very, very careful, because you have to have a plan. That is for those of you that have already gotten the study permits before March 18th and you're able to come into Canada. So for those of you that haven't submitted, or that you're waiting to hear a response from them, also state that in your letter of explanation as well, that you have a place that you'll be staying for 14 days to quarantine yourself, to make sure that you're not positive before you miss or before you go to school. Hopefully classes will be open by then. And for I'm looking for another class that will fall under the COVID-19 that are probably worried. If you're already in Canada, for those of you already in Canada on a visitor's visa, and you're staying more than your 6 months, yes, Canada do understand that you're probably not able to leave for one reason or the other. This is for visiting visa. Please make sure you are applying for your visitor's record, especially for those of you that do intend to submit an application for spousal sponsorship eventually, because you don't want to have to explain yourself why you overstayed your stay in Canada. So do that, submit an visitor's record if you're staying more than 6 months, so that you don't jeopardize your future application. And for those students that have probably for one reason or the other, they need to extend their study permit, or they are stuck for one reason or the other, please submit an application regardless. If you don't have an option of submitting an application, or you don't know under what class you need to submit an application, submit a web form. Submit a web form. For those of you that don't know how to go about in submitting a web form to IRCC, the easiest way to go about it is go on Google and type in IRCC web form. IRCC web form. Then you can submit your web form. You need the application number, you need your UCI number, and other personal information. Then that's how to submit a web form to IRCC if you need to submit anything to IRCC. So for basically, I'll just let you know that COVID-19 is not stopping immigration. That's actually the point I really want to put out. So it's not stopping any of the application. Yes, it's probably slowing it down depending on what class. Some of you application, I hear quite a few people say my application was cancelled for no reason. You do, since you already have, well, if you submit application online, you probably have your application number, your UCI number. You can always find out why your application is cancelled. Request for a GCMS note, tip the application and see the reason why the application is being cancelled. Everybody's trying to go through the struggle, so nobody have it figured out. But one thing I can assure you for sure is Canada Immigration is doing everything possible to make sure that they're able to meet everybody's need. Migrating to Canada does not only benefit you, benefits Canada as well. Coming in to study in Canada does not only benefit you, benefits Canada as well. So don't think that Canada will stop immigration because of what is going on, but they are going to be very careful in order to keep the country safe. And just bearing in mind that every country is doing that as well. So if your application is being delayed, exercise patience, but don't keep quiet. Find out what is going on. cic.gc.ca is always your best websites to always find an update on what is going on immigration. Be careful where you're getting your source from. I'm not saying, especially people from Nigeria, I see a lot of things forwarded to me from Nairaland. Be very careful where you get your information from. There are tons and tons of agents out there. You want to make sure that the agent you're listening to is verified. You can always verify your agent or your representative too. If they are not lawyers and they are consultants, you can always verify them on ICCRC website. You'll see all the agents in there by either by their last name or by their company name, their company's name. So do a bit of your own research as well. So bottom line or summary of my video today is just to tell you that COVID-19 is now stopping all applications. You can still submit your application. Yes, it might be delayed due to one thing or the other. So for people that cannot do medicals, obviously your application will be slowed down. For those of you that cannot have your biometrics done, obviously your application will be slowed down. Those of you that are needing police clearance, your application will be slowed down. So people that are going to be needing document or what do I call it? It's something that is going to complete your application, or that's going to help your application move forward. Your application is definitely going to be delayed, so it's not going to be waived. I hear somebody says, "Oh, IRCC waiving biometrics because of COVID-19?" Best to my knowledge, I haven't received anything to that. You still are, your biometrics is still being required. Can IRCC postpone my medicals to after I get into Canada? Best to my knowledge, I haven't gotten any memo on that yet. Nothing has been sent to us yet based on that. So you still need your medicals, you still need your biometrics, whatever you still need to come into Canada is still being required. Follow cic.gc.ca for daily updates on how COVID-19 is affecting immigration in Canada. I'll try to put out as much information as I can do. Follow me on Instagram. Once in a while, I'll shoot out an Instagram live video. That's the easiest way to pass messages across. So if you do have any question in regards to COVID-19, like I said, cic.gc.ca is your best place to go to. But you can always send me an email regarding COVID-19. I'll respond to you as soon as I can. I wish everybody good luck. If you're waiting to write the IELTS exam, this is the best time to practice. Go on YouTube, just dedicate 5 days and you'll be fine. I wish everybody the best, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. Bye.